Hey guys, welcome back to Bows Fan TV. And today we're going to be doing our opposition fan preview for our game against Finn Harps this Saturday. I'm joined by Finn Harps fan Oisin. How are you?
All good. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, very well. So going into this game, Finn Harps have started quite well, better than maybe most people expected. What have you made of of your start of the season?
Yeah, flying start really. A few wins, against Bows and Dundalk, and then also had a draw against a Drogheda, and then followed by a last minute one against Waterford, and then also the past few matches kind of slowed down. You had a defeat and then a draw and then two defeats, and also we got a win there against Derry on Monday, which is great. So no, it's definitely a great start, and we've more than half of the points we actually got in the half season last year. We only got 21 points, and we have 14 already. So I mean, it's a great start for us, and yeah, long may it continue, and hopefully pick up more results.
Yeah, because he's had a very good start to the season, picking up wins against us, and you went up to Oriel Park and got 3 points. He's looked good. Adam Foley was scoring goals left, right, and centre. But I think it's slowed down a little bit. Obviously, he was beaten by Sligo and he's drew at Longford, but he's got that win against Derry. Bit of a rivalry. So do you think the players will take some confidence from that game and bring it into this one against Bows?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, nothing better than the Derby one, against the local neighbours. Really good. So yeah, no doubt the players will be bouncing back from the two losses against Sligo and Pats and also Shamrock Rovers as well. So I mean, I think the only team that actually has kind of beaten Harps on the pitch. What the ball has been St. Pat's so far. The goals against Shamrock Rovers were, they were very Harps made the mistakes, and Shamrock Rovers took advantage against Sligo. Same again, McGinley made a mistake, and obviously Johnny Kenny nipped on the score. It was a 1-0 defeat, but yeah, no, definitely coming into the match now on Saturday. Definitely, the Harps will be going all out for 3 points, and they say they'll be confident enough.
Yeah, obviously we haven't made a very good start. We've won just 2 games, and in those games they weren't the prettiest of wins. We went up to Oriel Park, got a 1-0 win. George Kelly scored a penalty, and then there was a bit of controversy after that. There was a handball in the last minute, which probably should have been given as a penalty to Dundalk, and we went up. Then after that, we went up to Waterford. We were comfortable in the game, but I think it was not the best of games. We were not the best of performances, but we still won then. But I think our problem lately has probably been we've been playing very well, but we just haven't been getting the results for whatever reason. What have you made to our start of the season?
Yeah, well, it came as a shock, really. I expected you to be, have a flying start. I actually expected you to beat us on the opening night, obviously, think different things happened, But yeah, no, very disappointing for both perspective so far. People are saying it's your the front three, obviously, the players that we've lost since last year. But yeah, no, I really like the looks of Liam Burke coming into the season. I watched, I think it was a friendly between Dundalk just before the season started. Very good match. Dundalk and Bows, obviously, and yeah, no, very disappointing. I expected Bows to be, have a better start than they actually had, but no, I'd give anyone calling for, the manager's head at this stage. I wouldn't take them on. He's been there for what 8 or 9 seasons now, and him and Ollie Horgan are the longest serving managers, So, I would disappointing start for both, no doubt, but I can see them picking up the form eventually. Say Georgie Kelly, good Donegal man, and he'll rediscover some form. He's scoring the odd one there now at the start of the season, but I'd say he'll pick it up, and yeah, hopefully both will rise up the table.
Yeah, we're coming off the back of 2 games where we conceded late goals. We conceded against Derry, I think it was like the 88th minute or something. Then it was the 93rd or second minute, whatever, when the Drogheda scored the equaliser against us, and it was it was a real kick in the teeth really because the Drogheda game was we were okay and we played all right. It was the goal was a good goal. You know, you great
Yeah.
bit of play from the whole kind of team.
That's
Um,
yeah, that's the thing with the league this year. It's a lot of late goals. Say for example, on Monday, Harps and Derry, as you said already, Drogheda and Bows, even the past few weeks with Shamrock Rovers, scoring late goals, against Longford and Drogheda. It's a good advertisement for the league, it's good excitement, and some weeks it'll go your way, some weeks it won't go your way. Like Harps last minute winner against Waterford was class, I mean you didn't really see them getting the 3 points there. But it's a good complaint to have in some cases, and some weeks it goes against you, and some weeks it doesn't.
yeah, I think our problem is we've just been quite unlucky. You know, we played well in games, but we just haven't gotten anything out of them. You know, the game against the Rovers, who I thought was probably our best performance of the season. We
Mm.
played quite well. I thought on another day we probably could have won the game, but
Yeah, that was shocking penalty decision, really. Yeah, really disappointing, really. Like I watched that match and I was thinking, not a chance,
yeah,
diving,
yeah.
very, very soft. But nothing you can do. I mean, your man Paul McLaughlin's probably one of the best refs in the league, and maybe he got it wrong that night. Like, but I mean, it's them fine margins, and I was hoping you get a draw there, but sure, it didn't work
Yeah,
out.
yeah, and then it's just been disappointing really after that. We've been unlucky with injuries. I think, Marlon's he got
Mm.
injured in pre-season. We've yet to see him, and I think he's a player that could bring something to the team. Bastian here, he got injured. He actually didn't really play many games. He came off the bench against Longford, and he was quite poor to be honest. But on his day, he's a really good player. Like, and he'll definitely add something when he comes back. Hopefully. But going into this game, do you think Finn Harps can get a result?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I would expect Harps to. I wouldn't expect them to lose now, to be honest. I'd hope they wouldn't lose, but I'd say it'd be a draw or a one for Harps, to be honest. But no, even as you mentioned there, Stephen Mellon, good player, very good player. He's to come back on the side as well as Bastion Harry, who we all know is very, very talented at Waterford, and he's with Linfield and that. So yeah, no, definitely, I'd say Bows will rediscover their form again. As we said already, Harps beat Bows already 1-0, like, so it will be a close game, no doubt. I'd be happy with a draw away in Dillimond, but yeah, well, if Derry can go and beat you, away from home, I have hope for Harps, so.
Uh, so, if if you could, what do you think the Derry team, or sorry, Finn Harps team could look like going into this one?
Yeah, well, I would expect, same formation, and I suspect the same team again, I mean, it worked on Monday night, obviously. He had, I think it was a 4-2-3-1, but, you know, in defense, it changed to five, which seemed to work. So on the attack, it was four, and then it was when we lost the ball, then the five came in, which seemed to work against Derry. That was a uh, Akintunde's goal. It was a he done the defenders and fair play to him. But apart from that, there, the five of the back seemed to work. So no, I would expect to see the same team in really. Might have a few changes in midfield, possibly. Seymour might drop out. Who knows? Ethan Boyle might come in to start instead of Mark Russell, even though Mark Russell did play well on Monday night. Johnny Dunleavy, another League Ireland legend, you could say. He's obviously joined Hearts recently. He could come into centre back if or in the wings if one of the other players has a knock or something from Monday. As yourself. Only likes to keep the cards up against his chest. We rarely hear about injuries and new players signing or whatever. So yeah, we'll see how it pans out. But I'd expect to see the same formation. They had Tunde Owolabi and as well as Adam Foley. They were the two strikers on the pitch on Monday night. Although Tunde was playing in the three across, the attacking midfield side. So yeah, I'd expect to see more than likely the same lineup. But even Sean Boyd, from former Shamrock Rovers player, he could come into the fold again for Foley or Tunde. So
Yeah, we know Ollie Harvin. He's a great character. He rarely really kind of changes his team. He trusts the players that he has, and they do well for him. So finally, what's your score prediction for the game?
yeah, well, I'd probably lean towards it, maybe a 2-1 Harps, if not 1-all. I can't see a score draw or anything. I can see goals in the game, but not too many. Remember last year, Harps scored down there. We won. Mark Russell, I think, scored two or three. I can't see that happening now, but I mean the Bows defence, it's a decent defence. Rob Cornwall, Flannery, and so yeah, I'd probably go for 2-1 Harps to be optimistic. But yeah, I'd definitely take a 1-all. A point in the road is a good point, and every point in this league is valuable, as you know yourself.
Yeah, you say our defense is decent, but it certainly hasn't been decent this season. Um, the defending for especially in that two games that I'll talk about, the Sligo and the Derry game. We
Mm.
lost to Sligo 3-1 and we
I
lost
go,
to 2-1. The defending was just so bad. It was like
yeah,
scary stuff. Like every single time, like that they were just left free. Like we were in the Derry had a free kick in the 88th minute. Like you think it mark better, like try to
yeah,
hold on, but you've literally Mark Janet was just left free. Like there was no one marking him at all. Like he was just left there free and just like got a simple goal and.
yeah. Them lapse of concentration, they're gonna cost you. That's the shocking reality about it. As well as the goal for Harps in the first match. I think who was it? Was Finnerty or maybe Tierney? Was it Ross Tierney?
Yeah, I
Um,
think it was Trinity playing a really bad back
yeah,
pass.
yeah,
Alba.
yes, they are. Lapse of concentration, and you lose a goal or whatever. But you
Yeah,
know, it-
yeah. So I think it's very important that we win this, or at least get a point or something. Just don't lose, like, because we're up against it. Then, like, obviously,
yeah,
Keelan's in no position to lose his job. Like, even
yeah.
if we were to somehow get relegated this season, he's not gonna go anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
he's
And like people don't realize that the Bows have done very well over the years to be up challenging at the top. He's really are the great idea of a fan owned club, and great to see he's up at the top. And he's able to challenge what the best. And hopefully Harps can do that in the years to come as we're fan owned too. But Bows don't have big backers as your Shamrock Rovers do or your Dundalks. So yeah, I still would expect to see Bows up the top of the table come the end of the year, and who knows, Harps might be up there with them. But I'd say Pats will have a chance of Europe this year too. Have a good squad assembled there too. So who knows?
yes. I still think we might have a chance of Europe. We'll still push for Europe. I think at some point our form will pick up. I think it's important we win on Saturday. Because just have to basically
Yeah.
look at the
Well,
figure.
every game, as you were saying on your Instagram, every game's a must win game now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, well, it's early days, but if the teams at the top keep winning, you're gonna get caught adrift, and it's very easy to do, even though it is a tight fit league. And last year you seen, I think it was Derry they were level on points with us, but I think we were only like maybe 6 points away from Europe or something, so that's how kind of close it is, really. And that was a half season, so maybe it might
Yeah.
be twice as much this year, but it's still a tighter league, and a win for Derry on Monday night would have seen them go level with us, in fourth place, so it's good in that case there, but
Yeah. So that's where we'll end it. Cheers for coming on.
yeah, no
Uh,
worries. Yeah, thanks for
Um.
having me on.
So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment what you think heading into the game, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.